What's up with your son, man? He's still your son, that's my nephew. You know, that's your son, it's my nephew now. Get your son under control, man.
The cousin thing happens only one time because it was so hard to really express that. I talked to him about that, him and the whole team at the office and in front of the big screen with. So I sat down with Dave. I was like, man, this is what happened. And I love to just share the story because I felt so, I was traumatized by it because it wasn't like something, you a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just do what you see. And then you're told that it's wrong afterwards. And then you're told it's wrong. And then you're made to be embarrassed about what you did. Or it's like, this is who you are for the rest of your life. That shit was like blocked out of my head for like 10 years. And I knew that once that it was expressed, because I had people around me that was like, yo, take it to your grave. It's like getting over the...
Kanye West just stormed back into the spotlight again. And this time, it's wild. This ain't about beats, sneakers, or those Sunday church vibes anymore. The Chicago icon pulled off a marketing move so out there, fans don't know whether to laugh, call a therapist, or start a whole prayer chain. Then Harlem's own Mase and Camron jumped in during their show, It Is What It Is, and roasted him live. And that's when the chaos really started. They went all in on Kanye, calling it a freaky rollout, dragging him for turning total confusion into cash once again. The way they clowned him had the internet going crazy. But this wasn't some regular promo. Nah, this was a straight-up circus. Kanye didn't just drop a project, he made it a mystery mission. Instead of the usual rollout, he pulled secret art events, hidden clues, and cryptic moves that had everyone guessing what he was really up to. Models strutting around in strange outfits, weird symbols flashing everywhere, and visuals so wild that fans started asking, yo, is he dropping music or summoning something?
You hear what he said about you?
Yeah, that's why I'm talking to you. Because I don't usually talk to who once they say I don't go back. I don't go back and forth once you admit you That's just me.
Well, real quick, just for context, can I read what he said? Because the audience is probably like, but what did he say? So Ye, in a deleted tweet, he said, how Cam say I'm doing anything bad for Chicago? Chicago loves me. I love Cam. It's niggas like you that had me shook to release the song, but I ain't scared of y'all type of niggas.
The whole thing felt like an art show mixed with a mystery ritual. Kanye's always been the king of controversy, but this time, even some of his day one supporters started side-eyeing him hard. The internet exploded once those clips leaked, and Mase and Cam didn't waste a second. They roasted him live on air.
And thank you for making Dipset. You're a god, and you, by the way. And I got on my $2 million Dipset belt as I tweet.
It might have been a phase.
So what Cam is saying is that his whole phase is up. He can have his whole phase deleted.
Listen,
that's what Drea said.
No, you could delete being a hoe, what Dre said, but Dre ain't a man who's that's what I'm saying.
Cam couldn't even get through a full sentence without cracking up, saying, man, Kanye out here promoting his album like he running a haunted house. The whole studio lost it, laughing so hard it felt like chaos on camera. Then Mase came in with that knockout line that broke the internet. That ain't marketing, that's a midlife crisis in HD. The laughter shook the room, but behind it, the message hit deep. It wasn't just jokes. They were calling out a man who might have lost his real spark. Then Achi stepped in and broke it down smooth. He said Kanye used to be all about meaning, art, and soul, but now it's nothing but confusion wrapped in chaos. He keeps trying to outsmart the game, Achi said, but maybe the game outsmarted him this time. It's starting to look like Kanye's biggest battle ain't with the industry, it's with himself. Cam nodded and dropped the line that hit like a punch. Kanye went from genius to gimmick. And honestly, he wasn't lying. Every few months, Ye pulls another wild stunt just to get the timeline buzzing, but it don't land the same anymore. It feels forced, almost desperate. What made this moment stand out was how Mase and Cam mixed pure comedy with cold, undeniable truth. They weren't just roasting him, they were teaching with jokes, preaching through punchlines. Then Cam looked straight into the camera and said, Kanye's problem is he don't got nobody around him saying, bro, chill. That line hit hard because everyone knew it was facts. Back in the old days, Kanye had real ones who kept him grounded, people who would check him when he started acting out.
If you put out a song, I'm just saying, if you put out a song and you putting out music the last 20 years, and this is the first song saying that you sucked your little cousin's, and this is the reason he may be in jail, we not allowed to say nothing about that? You ain't been, you got 3, 4, 5 albums, Grammys, we ain't had no sucking on none of these other joints. Now it's that's what I'm saying. We had motherfucking good morning, then they like good morning, you know, the other shit with Pusha T. We don't hear nothing about second. So the first time you talking about you molested your little cousin, we not allowed to talk about it?
But now, it looks like he's surrounded by yes men and wild ideas that should have never left the group chat.
Come on, bro. I gotta stop. 100 other talking about the same thing with other people. 100 other mention it. But when Cam say something, it's like you you said you all right, we didn't know that. We're talking about it. Then you said after that, all that you gay. Okay, if you gay, fine, you gay. I didn't know. You're a public figure. Not only just a public figure, you're a superstar or was a superstar. Well, I don't know if you was or is or what. You're going to talk about when you say you Kanye. And that's just what happened. I'm not dissing you or judging you or anything else. We just never heard that you like to.
Fans flooded social media saying Mase and Cam finally said what everyone's been thinking for years. Kanye might still be a legend, but somewhere along the way, he lost the balance that made him great. The comment section under Ye's post turned into a full-on circus. Clown emojis everywhere, memes flying left and right. People started calling his whole rollout the freak show nobody asked for. In a world already packed with real problems, Kanye's latest stunt didn't look like art anymore. It looked like another loud cry for attention. And let's keep it real, this ain't anything new. He's been pulling headline stunts for years, from those robot-looking fits to marrying someone who looks just like his ex. It's all part of the same wild movie. It's like controversy has become his favorite hustle, something written into his life contract. But this time, it feels different, like he finally pushed it too far. Even Mase, who usually keeps things calm and spiritual, couldn't stay quiet. He leaned into the mic and said, "This ain't about art no more, it's about ego." The whole room froze. Laughter stopped, and everyone just nodded, knowing he was right. Then Mase broke it down plain and raw. Kanye ain't selling music anymore. He's selling himself. The line hit like thunder. Cam jumped in right after, shaking his head, saying, "Bro, I used to think Kanye was ahead of his time. Now he's stuck in a loop, trying to shock people who don't even care." The silence that followed said it all. Maybe the real show isn't the art, it's Kanye himself. That line hit deep because, honestly, it's the truth. Back then, Kanye's wild antics used to have meaning. There was art behind the madness. But now, it's just looking messy. The leaked footage showed mannequins, flashing red lights, and eerie visuals playing while Ye previewed his new tracks. Some fans tried to defend it, calling it art, while others said it looked straight up like a ritual.
If you giving him a pass,
I can't give him no pass.
I'm not going back and forth.
I didn't hear all that, but
we talked about it last week.
I gotta walk away.
He put out a record and saying he had sex with his cousin, and I'm actually trying to find the cousin. I want to interview the cousin. I'm trying to find, so anybody who knows this cousin that he's talking about and what jail he's in, we're willing to go to the jail to do the interview with the cousin who's been molested during life right now. We're actually on the hunt to find him personally at this personal moment, to find out exactly what Kanye did to him led to him being in this situation right now. Because Kanye said this is potentially why he could be doing life in jail, because he molested his younger cousin. If you gay, I like the fact that you admit that you gay. I don't like...
Nobody could even tell if Kanye was being a genius again or just trolling the world for attention.
People that's in the closet and don't say they gay and they act like they straight. Just look, we're in 2025, you gay, you gay. It's all good. If you like on your personal time, that's what you like to do. I can't get mad at that. That's what you like to do. Just don't hide it. Don't be around secretly with this and you want to, and they ain't on that. Just want something else. Just tell niggas that. So after we play basketball or we do business, go enjoy your evening. We going to enjoy out.
Then Mase dropped one of the realest lines of the night. There's a difference between being misunderstood and being manipulative. Kanye's playing both sides, The whole room went quiet for a second because that one hit hard. He broke it down perfectly. He always kicks up chaos before he drops something, chasing that spotlight from politics to bizarre visuals just to keep people talking. Then Cam jumped in with a savage joke saying, "I'm surprised he ain't selling freaky merch, probably drop a candle that smells like confusion." The studio went crazy laughing, but then Cam flipped serious real quick and said, "Kanye's legacy getting buried under headlines instead of hits." He finished it off with one line that echoed online for days. "You can't keep trolling your fans and expect respect." And the internet couldn't even argue. They knew he was right. People online started calling Mase and Cam the only ones brave enough to actually check and they weren't wrong. This whole thing wasn't just about Kanye being weird.
Kanye West seemingly admits to performing sexual acts on his cousin after they saw two men kissing in an X-rated magazine when they were kids. "I sucked my cousin's till I was 14.
What happened at 14?
Taste buds get a little stronger. Puberty starts to kick in. Your taste buds either get stronger or they change. You don't eat the same things you did when you was a kid. Kanye is so mad that Shannon Sharp took the headline. You admitted to what y'all don't know is that in Paris wasn't about the country.
I forgot.
Paris was the name of a person. My cousin, I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw that headline. I said, what am I supposed to do with this information?
Well,
I sucked my cousin till I was 14. Okay. I don't think you stop. Once you get that oral fixation, you know what I'm saying? People that used to smoke cigarettes don't stop. They move on to something else. Vapes or the nicotine gum. You're always gonna have that oral fixation. Let me go look at the lyrics of this.
We need to get through the wire.
I need to see if we missed something, man. Let me see.
Or creative, it was a real wake-up call showing how fame can twist genuine art into straight-up clout chasing. For Mase and Cam, the issue wasn't just Ye's wild stunts, it was the message underneath it all. Mase said it loud and clear: "If you need controversy to sell records, maybe the music ain't hitting like it used to." That line hit like a punch to the chest. Pure truth. These guys have known Kanye since back when his talent spoke louder than any headline, and that's why it hurts to watch him now. They saw him go from being a creative genius to becoming what they called a headline junkie. Mase put it perfectly. Back in the day, Ye had soul and passion. Now he just got Wi-Fi and followers. Fans went wild reposting that quote everywhere because it felt too real. They said Kanye stopped making music from the heart. Now it's all content made for clicks. Then Cam came in, no filter, and said, "Kanye's biggest addiction ain't fame, it's controversy." He broke it down, saying Kanye figured out long ago that drama pulls more clicks than music, so he just keeps doubling down. But Cam ended it with a cold warning. At some point, people get tired, and that silence afterwards said everything. Facts. Even Kanye's most loyal fans are starting to check out. Every time he pulls another creative stunt, people don't cheer anymore. They just roll their eyes. The hype turned into pure fatigue. Then Mase took it to a deeper level, speaking straight from the heart. He said, "Kanye's behavior looks like a man trying to fill a void that money and fame can't touch." He kept it real. "You can have the whole world watching you," Mase said, "and still feel empty inside." That line hit different because it wasn't hate, it was truth wrapped in wisdom. That's exactly what makes Mase and Cam so dangerous with the mic. They'll clown you, but they'll tell the truth while they do it. Cam couldn't resist throwing in one last playful jab, saying he probably gonna watch this and make a song about us next week. He started laughing, adding, "He love attention too much to stay quiet." The studio cracked up, but deep down, everyone knew Cam wasn't wrong. The clip went viral instantly. Timelines flooded with reactions and comparisons. Fans started putting Kanye's old music videos side by side with his new promos, saying, "This ain't the same, yeah." Even his longtime supporters had to admit he'd lost that spark. One fan posted, "He used to push culture, now he just pushes buttons."
When somebody bring up his name to you, what's your first thoughts?
Kanye, he play crazy with who he want to play crazy with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy when it's convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly on that, bro.
That's what I think.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's beneficial.
Every time I see Kanye, I've seen Kanye about a year and a half, 2 years, about a year and a half ago, was saying as a mother.
But Mase and Cam weren't hating. They were trying to wake him up. They reminded Kanye that his real power came from being authentic, not from pulling stunts. Mase said it best, dropping that Harlem wisdom. "You can't preach genius if you lost your balance. In other words, you can't lead if you've lost yourself."
What's up, Cam? You need some beats? Nigga, I'm like, yeah, fuck around, man. Yo, all right, cool, man. It's like, yo, I might fuck around with you tonight. You going to Tully? Like, I'm just going to Tully and Bob. I pause. I like talking about beats. I'm like, all right, cool. 2 days later, going crazy on the news and all type of shit. Every time I see Kanye, he's perfectly fine.
Yeah. And he be saying some true shit sometimes too. Just be off the wall.
I mean, I've never seen a crazy Kanye personally.
After that episode aired, social media went wild, and everyone was talking about it. Some people praised Mase and Cam for keeping it 100, while others called it straight up hate. But this wasn't hate at all. It was tough love, Harlem style. Cam broke it down perfectly, saying, "We all got egos, but when your ego starts running your creativity, you turn into a puppet for your own image." That line hit like truth nobody wanted to admit. Then Mase followed up with another heavy punch. He used to fight for the culture. Now he fights for clicks. And just like that, the room got quiet. That one sentence said everything. This wasn't about clout. It was a real wake-up call for a legend who lost his direction. Kanye went from inspiring the world to straight up confusing it. But even after all the roasting, Mase and Cam still showed love. Cam looked into the camera and said, "We not mad at him. We just wish he'd go back to making music that meant something." It wasn't shade, it was heart. Two OGs trying to remind you where the real magic came from. Instead of chasing all these freaky stunts, Mase nodded and said, "He's still one of the greatest, but he gotta stop acting like the only way to be seen is to be extreme." The crowd felt that one, deep. Fans flooded the comments with pure love and respect, saying Mase and Cam are the only ones who can talk about Kanye and actually make sense. They mix humor with honesty, keeping that raw Harlem energy that never fakes for nobody. In the end, this whole moment proved something real. Mase and Cam ain't just two hosts clowning around. They've become voices of reason in a culture that's slowly losing its soul. They speak for the fans who miss when music came from the heart, not from chaos made to trend. Back when artists didn't need shock value to stay relevant. Just passion, truth, and real sound. Now the ball's in Kanye's court. Maybe he'll laugh it off. Maybe he'll clap back. Or maybe he'll finally listen. Because when Harlem legends tell you that you're tripping, it ain't gossip. It's a wake-up call. So yeah, Mase and Cam flamed Ye for his wild, freaky rollout, but they also reminded him, real impact don't come from shock value, it comes from soul. And that's the message right there. If you're feeling this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment below. Let's keep the real talk alive.